If you're new here, welcome in. My name is Jane. I'm a natural born psychic and energy intuitive. I created this platform so that I can help teach you how to tap into your own psychic abilities and to accelerate your healing process in order to do that. Now, some of my readings are for just activations only, and that happens to be one of them today. So this is going to be some type of soul alignment. And I get these pre-downloads, so I'm just going to go into that briefly before I start the reading, and then the cards will bring us more information if we require it. So I had a vision to start with. This is what started the entire reading. Was I had a vision this morning, and it was of the infinity symbol. So the first impression that I received was that what goes around comes around. So this is something that's going to be constantly, this is the universe. Whatever comes around and you don't catch it this time, it's going to go and then come back around. Okay. So now they were talking to me about to be prepared because you've passed some kind of test, or I guess it's not really a test, but you've passed some kind of plateau that you were on, and that you've been doing some kind of clearing, and so whatever's been coming back around, I think you might have just be coming out of some kind of emotional trauma, releasing, purging, cleansing, some kind of massive letting go of old feelings, situations, or thinking patterns. And so congratulations is in order. That's the first thing Spirit wants to say. And so my first question to Spirit when they gave me all that, I said, so what's next? And I was kind of like dot, dot, dot. And I immediately heard back was past. Now you are ready for initiation if you want it and if you're ready for it. So now not everyone's going to be ready for this new upcoming light codes, I guess, solar light codes that are coming in, because they were talking about these light codes are going to, okay, so they want me to talk about when the light codes are coming in. So there's, with the summer and the winter solstice, that's when, so I think it's like in this year. So some of the world is in summer and going into that solstice, and some are in the winter. And so with those summer or winter seasons, with the summer especially, the light is at its peak because of the way the earth on its axis is tilted. So when it's tilted like that, it brings in like it heightened alignment with the sun's energetic field, I guess. And then, so what they're saying is that this is going to be like, you're going to be moving closer to your purpose. This is going to help you, for people that don't know what their purpose is, this is going to help you with that. Also, this solar light energy that's going to be surging from the sun. Okay, so they're just telling me it doesn't matter if it's summer or winter. So for this solstice that's coming up for either you or me, I don't know where you are in the world, that it's not going to just pour light in burst. It's not just going to, the solar bursts of light are not just going to hit the planetary grid, but it's going to hit all the hearts of those that are ready. And it's going to hit in a way that it's going to be mental, DNA, and soul related. Now, I don't know which or all of these are for you or for me. I'm not really sure because we're all in a different place in our healing. And the other thing too is they were bringing up about the frequency of 432, and that the 432 is like nature and the universe resonance. It's like perfect alignment with the solar light codes. Okay, so with that, I'm just going to begin. Now, I didn't realize I had pulled out a bunch of decks, but when I pulled this one out and I just had everything sitting here, I just, cleaned it up, and I noticed that the affinity symbol, and I was just like, oh, look at that. I didn't even realize that until I set this down and was getting ready to begin. So, Spirit, you want me to start with this one here? Oh my God, look on the bottom, nature. Breathe deeply and find your center to experience more harmony and balance. Yeah, that's what they're talking about, that alignment. Let me start with this here. Look, manifestation, energy, and structure to manifest more multidimensional possibilities, become more open and flexible. So yeah, they did say that this is something that they said to prepare. They want us to prepare, right? They were talking about preparing because they said it's to repair and to rebalance, and don't prejudge your current circumstances. So if you feel like you're going through like a hard time or a rough time, they're saying like that doesn't matter. Don't prejudge whatever circumstance that you're in, because this is going to affect everyone. Even if it's not going to affect you in a big, huge way, it's going to, in even small. I don't think this deck is it. Yeah, they want me to start with this deck. Okay. On the bottom, enlightenment, enriched mastery, 33. Yeah, there's going to be an enlightenment from the sun. 528, repair, miracles, healing code. Okay. Okay. Look at that card, stood right up on its own. Weird. Okay. Look at that. It's funny. Receptivity, angelic diamond light. Okay. That's that sun that they're talking about, that angelic light. They're going to be, so I think they're going to be bringing that angelic light with these solar light codes. Okay. This one. This one. Integration, higher self integration. Wow, Spirit. All right, let's see here. Not really stuck. Recognition, universal healing shield. Oh, no joke. So this beautiful light. It's this one. Playful, magical fairy pools. Yeah, you know what? I did a reading, and I know that they were trying to tell me that they're going to use the water. So I'm wondering if they're going, the sun is going to put some kind of frequency in the water or something. So it's a one way to do like a mass. And you know what? I'm going to tell you too that, something doesn't want this message to get out, because I've been getting this weird flickering in my eye, my right eye, all day. And I noticed that in the past when I've had that, there's been like energy around me that's not wanting the best. Okay. And I see that's number one, the beginning. This is going to be the beginning. They're going to do some kind of universal healing shield first. And then they have number 28. It's going to be playful. So I think they're going to help bring you into like a more joyous, harmonious thing here, because then they jumped from like 28 to 38. So that's like, with the integration here, which is higher self integration. What's under here? Oh my God, look at that. And under the bottom, recalibration, guardian healing shield again. Yeah. Okay. So we're all going to be very well shielded here. Because you're going to go through transmutation, cellular intelligence. No joke. I was just talking about that too. Oh, they're splitting it here. Have confidence, the Atlanteans library. Yeah, you know what? Because I think from this library, your soul blueprint. Oh my God, we all have like soul blueprints. So with this libraries that they're talking about, they can bring in these soul blueprints for all of us. Like, because it's a library, it's like, wow, Spirit, it holds all the codes. It holds all the light codes as we are ready to accept more plateau. Like when you reach, because I keep bringing up plateaus and peaks. So every time you peak and you're ready to like go on to the next plateau, so basically the next step. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. What else is here? Spirit enhancement. Yeah. The etheric med team. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this whole team is working to bring us this, and it's number 43, which is also could be a 7, which is a very spiritual number. And also that 7 represents the different levels, like the different stages. Okay, so what do you want next? Okay, so they want me to bring up this deck here. They want me to pull out a card and set it aside to read later. Ripple. See, and this is what they're talking about with this cleansing, because ripple is like how it's like a rebalancing. It's like an alignment. Okay, still waters. Okay, let's see here. What card do you want here, Spirit? 30, the ocean. Look at its Poseidon too. Look at, or yeah, Neptune. Okay, so see all these horses? All these seahorses, yeah. Okay, they're using the water. They're going to use the water aquifer. No joke. I was just saying they are going to use the water. Miss. Okay, yeah. Okay, they're going to use the water. Which one do you want, Spirit? I'm hearing right, but then I keep getting that feeling to keep out the aquifer. They're bringing it. They're bringing it through the water. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I think that planetary. There's going to be like some kind of frequency or something that's going in the water. And and I said this in a previous reading, and I'm pretty good with my predictions. When I predict things, I'm I'm usually like, well, so far I'm like 99% right. I don't think anyone's ever 100% right, and I would think they're fake if they are, or claim to be. Come on. Okay, my little dog needed to come in. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so this enhancement, wow, Spirit. I'm going to try to put this card because this enhancement here, it's this is what they're going to do. This whole team, we have a whole team working on it. I don't think I can fit that card in there. Yeah, I'm going to try though, make it work. Okay, so this is what this is like, I'm getting the impression this is like a prelude to what is going to come. It's on the bottom, success. You know what? Because, and it's talking about freedom, because oh, Spirit, look, it's going to be an acceleration of these cleansing and healing codes. So I just keep getting the look, and I just cut it on the Atlantean libraries again. I keep getting the impression that energies don't like this. There are some energies that are not happy that this is going to happen. And this is going to be because I think a lot of people have gone through a lot of their shadow work. So this is going to be a whole new wave of people that are going to be leveled up. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, so what do you want here? One of these? Okay. They want one of these. Remembrance. Yeah, Spirit, because, in that library, all the codes are there for the whole entire population of the earth, including the planetary grid, because the earth is also going to be receiving these light codes too, right? The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with the valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in its life, in this life. Compassion. Okay. Let's see here. Wow. Spirit. So there's going to be a repair. Oh, this card wants to come out, so I'm not going to fight with it. Prosperity. Wow. Frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our mind, body, heart, soul, and song sing. Spirit sing. Sorry. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. And they even brought up like the playful here. So, okay. You know how they're bringing up here that it's to help our well-being, to allow the inclusion of everything that makes our body, our mind, our heart, our soul, and spirit song, sing. Oh, I keep saying song. Oh, you know what? Because I think they're going to use music too. It's not just going to be the frequency. There's going to be songs too. You're going to be hearing certain songs. I don't think you're going to know what songs they are. Okay. Ooh, my third eye is buzzing here. Okay. So with this prosperity, and they were talking about how these new codes in the solstice here that's coming it's going to be for mental, your DNA, and your soul. So, and you see how like the green heart here, and it's all talking about a lot of this healing. Like she's even got this healing here, like this green. Yeah. And she's down here in the solar, right? In the solar. Yeah, 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 yeah. And it's funny how this is like a Merkaba, and it comes right out with my little Merkaba right on that card. They asked me to pull it out so the cards would touch it, and here that I can't believe that they do this to me all the time. It wigs me out. Okay, is there another card here, Spirit? Perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Yes, that's the, yeah. See, that's what the people that are going to get this new initiation or alignment. Okay, is there something else here, Spirit? Change. Number 12. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Oh, and you know what? I was thinking about how this 36 could also be a 9, which is like the ending of something. And here we're coming in with the change, with the birthing of a new. Wow, Spirit. Wow, wow. Wow. So I think this is like some kind of, like I said before, like, oh my God, emergence. Because I was thinking how like this is like some kind of prelude to help you to align, to accept. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. That's why they're saying like you have to be in this childlike, playful energy when the solstice is going to happen during the solstices, because it's more than one, and it's going to help. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Oh my God, and the bottom looks sore. You're getting ready to fly high above all your obstacles and embrace life in a new magical way. They keep talking about this playful magical thing here. Oh my God, I just split it out. A balancing act, number 38. Isn't there number 38? The integration look, so you have 38 and 38. You may be putting all of your time and energy into one area and neglecting other areas that need your immediate attention. Okay. So you can continue, true love at the core foundation of this relationship is the potential for true love. Look, and Soar came out again. Okay. It is time for you to reach out and ask for help that you need. Yes. Okay. So like they were saying here, like if you do need any kind of help, like if you were in the, you don't think that you're ready, the balancing act is back on the bottom. If you don't think that you're ready, you know, you can, like if you're still going through like a lot, like you're really in a lot of pain still or whatever, you can just reach out and spirit will help aid you to get you more prepared. But, you know, just because like, you know, if it's somebody here that, you know, has just found out like tragic news or something and you really, you know, just starting your healing process, you know, I'm going to tell you that, like I said before, like what goes around comes around, like the affinity, you know, so sometimes we hit these crossroads and, you know, we have to deal with those issues. And sometimes we don't always make the best choices on those crossroads, especially if we're not in a place of healing and we're in a place of struggle and pain. You know what I mean? So a new business, adventure, project, or career is currently in the works for you. I'm telling you that this change is going to bring a whole different life for you here. Okay, is there anything else, your spirit? This card here, collaboration. That's all these etherical med team people here, energies. So collaboration, say yes to the exciting new opportunities and partnership that are on their way to you now. And you know, I'm going to tell you because they said that it's all you have to do is say yes. I don't know if I said that earlier or not. Because there's, when I asked what's next, they said, yeah, because if you're ready for the initiation, if you want to accept. Okay, I don't know if I said that or not. Okay, so there, you have to accept it. You have to be like, you know, I claim this energy, I claim this reading. You know what I mean? A little spiritual practice. Okay, making time for your spiritual practice will assist you with clearing your mind and restoring your inner peace. And that's what they're talking about, how like leading up to and around the solstice is to try to stay in this playful energy, continue with your spiritual practice, trying to keep yourself like repairing whatever needs to be repaired and rebalancing, realigning, and then listen to that 432 will help with realigning as well. Okay, spirit, what else do you want here? Okay, so they want me to bring out one of these cards here and let love in. Okay, so they're saying that there's something that you can work on leading up to or around the solstices. Okay. What is this one? Oh my God, silver. I was just thinking about the orbs. Be persistent. 27. That's another 9. Okay, be persistent. Yeah, I think that's basically saying like don't give up. Okay, so there's something in that they want us to read later, but there's one more card that they want me to bring out here. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. There's one sneaking underneath. Emerald, calm your mind, body, and soul. Oh, spirit. To have that perfect alignment, because they want you to do this alignment. What's the number 30? Which card do you want, spirit? The silver is the orbs. Oh my God. These are going to be all the souls. Okay, there's going to be a huge, yeah, and you know what? They're bringing out that water too. Like even this looks like water. They're doing, I'm telling you, they're going to do something with the water. In spirit, nothing's going to change it. These energies that don't like it, they're not happy about this because this is going to be like a whole big thing. Okay. Minimize energy drains. No. Well, I guess, yeah, because they want you to calm your mind, body, and soul to avoid these energy drains. Okay, I should have taken that card. Practice clairvoyance is what came out here. And it's number 10. Just like between these two, that's 10. Okay. You're being encouraged to explore your capacity for second sight, or the psychic pathway of seeing intuitive guidance as images in your mind. If you already experience clairvoyance while your eyes are open, this ability may be increasing. If not, practice by sitting with your eyes closed in meditation, allowing images to appear. Okay. Okay. And then it comes right out under enhancement. Look at that. So that's what they're going to be doing. This is going to be for everyone. Everyone's going to increase their look at this, harmonize head and heart. And they talked about that before, about harmonizing that. Your energetic heart contains the soul's memory and wisdom. So your heart should be part of your decision-making process. Your heart knows when your soul is where your soul is going, yet the rational head maps out the heart's desire. When the pragmatic heart or head and intuitive heart compromise, you lead a more soulful life. Wow. And you know, they have all this green too, with this about the heart, and they were talking about the heart here and the soul and the mind, and oh my goodness, spirit, mind blowing, literally. Okay, there's something in this card that keep drawing me back to it here. I'm gonna read that and find out what they want out of that for us here. Do you want for us here, Spirit? 30. Look, I was just one page away from that. Calm your mind. Okay, what do you want me to? Okay, this is about helping to overcome fears, releasing frustration, and creating calm. Use this color to bring harmony to changing situations, dissolve aggression, and mend a broken heart. Emerald has increases self-esteem, attracts abundance, and replenishes your energy. You know, they did bring up about that energy being drained. Calm your mind, body, soul with emerald rays. Okay, it says calm. Go into a garden and take deep breaths of fresh air as you focus on the greenery all around you. Place your hands on the grass to feel the healing, calming energy it contains. Imagine what it would be like to be a blade of grass growing without resistance. Breathe in its emerald rays. Allow peace and calm to flow through you. Say, divine love, I rejoice in the wonder of nature. Every time I focus on the greenery around me, I feel calm, perfect balance, and harmony. Wow, Spirit, because they had me use the words, the universe resonates at the 432 hertz, because it's perfect alignment with the solar light codes. So if you come into this perfect balance and harmony with this calm, then your heart is going to be able to receive whatever's going on, just like I said earlier. All right, Spirit, what else do you want here? You want me to read the ocean or the aquifer? I know they're bringing it with the water. I just know they are. Okay, I just feel like putting it here and here. Okay. You know, I keep feeling like they want me to read the aquifer because it's an 8 and it's like an infinity symbol. But I'm being drawn to this ocean one too. I'm trying to figure out which one. Okay, Spirit, yeah, tell me which one. Okay, we're going to start with, okay, well, I was going to say whichever I opened up closest to, and I opened at 34, so we're going to do, get this, oh my goodness, I can't get this page to turn over. Oh my God. The aquifer, it's integration. Let's read integration. Yeah, I was going to say, didn't we have heard integration? Okay, it says here, okay, for anyone that doesn't know what an aquifer is, it's an underwater, groundwater that's held in a body of rock or sediment. And it's like the world's largest and deepest aquifer is a great artesian basin in Australia. Um, okay, 7 times the size of the UK. Anyway, however, according to scientists, a gigantic, mostly freshwater lake exists under the sea of the coast of the USA. Fresh water is under the sea in the USA. Can you imagine that now? So estimated to hold, okay, we don't need all that. Okay, so the message here, you are uncovering and integrating multiple past lives and karmic timelines. That's what's in those dang libraries. They were talking about the library. Ancient and primordial memories are surfacing to be healed, so more of your true, unique, and authentic self can be revealed. Wow, spirit. Okay, what else? Is there anything else here? Um, nope. Okay, that's all they wanted. So 30 for this one. That's why they wanted me to read the ocean one, because the fresh water is underneath the ocean. So they can raise the frequency of that fresh water, and you know what? The negative can't do anything about it, because well, they just can't. Oh my goodness, look, take charge. That's what the ocean, take charge. So ocean comes from the Greek word. Okay. Okay, we don't need all that. What do you want me to read here, Spirit? Okay, so they're saying that they just want me to read that okay, so at one point, it's believed that the entire surface of the earth was a vast, endless ocean. Okay, so although the oceans of the world are technically one whole body of water, it has been divided into ocean. Okay, into the main. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. Okay. All right, here's the message. You have gained strength through adversity. Jeez. And are learning the emotional mastery of true leadership. It's time to take the wild horses of your heart by the reins and direct them towards your desires. Wow, Spirit, is that all you want here? Um, Okay, they're just saying be like the ocean. It's time to reclaim your power and recognize that you are the master of your own domain. No matter what you have been through or how many struggles you have experienced, you can decide at any time to start over and try again. Call back your inner strength and courage. Rise up and take charge of your own reality. Get ready. Oh, get really clear on what your core desires are and what direction you would like to move in. Um, Call on your inner king, your divine masculine, and take positive action in the direction of your dreams now. So that's what they're talking about. Like, if you're not like quite healed, or you haven't, you're not on that journey yet, it's going to be, I'm telling you, they're going to use the water though. They're using this water. Okay. Is there anything else here? Okay, they're saying that you can work with the ocean. So they're saying that the trident of triumph. Close your eyes and imagine you are standing in a windswept beach. A storm approaches in the distance. Lightning streaks down from the sky. Huge swells from the giant waves are rising out of the sea and rolling towards the shore. The sound is like the thundering hooves of many horses. Suddenly, out of the churning water, a giant clamshell chariot appears, and it's being drawn by 4 horses made from the waves like fish tails. Atop the chariot sits the great god of the sea, Neptune. With wild flowing gray hair and beard, he raises a conch to his mouth and blows the horn. You know this call to action is just for you, but far from filling you with fear and high, shrill tone of the conch seems to stabilize you at your core. That's that music, the song. Wow. Neptune leaps from the chariot and you wade out into the water to greet him. As you approach him, he hands you his golden trident. Okay, so this is what they're saying, like do like a meditation and imagine all of this going on. Okay, so Neptune returns to his chariot and steers his thundering steeds towards the darkening horizon. They vanish beneath the waves just as the storm breaks. You raise the trident towards the sky with your right hand, and a golden white lightning bolt catches its central prong. A powerful force surges from the staff down your arm and into your chest. Your heart fills with divine electricity as you reclaim your sovereign power. Still holding the trident aloft, you realize the huge waves have frozen in stasis, mastering the elements. Your authority has skipped their advance, or stopped their advance, sorry. With pure intention, you realize you are able to calm the waters. The storm recedes, the sky clears as all is peaceful. When you are ready, open your eyes and ground yourself. Wow. Okay, so this is the preparation, the prepare. That's what they want you to do, because this will help you do that repair and the rebalance. And they're saying, like, no matter where you are in your healing, wherever you are in this process, don't prejudge your current circumstances, because you can be in your lowest of lows and still be able to get an integration, an upgrade, you know what I mean? Spirit. But they're talking about this universal healing shield, and they're also talking about this guardian healing shield. So your guardians are going to have specific healing shields for you. And not only that, but they're going to be bringing a universal healing shield to cover the people that are not aware. So this reading is only for the people that are aware, like people that are awake, that know what's going on. So the etherical med team, they're all here and ready. You have all the different, I heard multidimensional beings, or that's why they brought up the silver, because when I get cards like silver or pearls or any kind of, like, these are like orbs for me. So these orbs are, that's the energy, that's like the universal galactic community. Okay, so they're going to help assist that. Okay, well, I guess that's all we need to know for now. So I guess we just need to wait, like, keep, staying, calm our mind, body, and soul, keeping that energy, and, keep up with your practices, whatever you're doing, clearly it's working. Um, do this like ocean thing, and wait for the solstice, I guess. So I hope this video finds you well, and I hope that you've received a really good alignment and so you're ready for your soul light codes during the solstices. So with that, I'm going to bid you a good day, and I'm sending love and light as always.